What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? Steve Harvey's daughter Lori is getting on out there. Now, these type of things don't mean nothing to me. People do what they want to do. They date who they want. I don't care. But stick with me. I'm going somewhere with this. Now, Lori, her story is unique in the sense that her mother went on Steve Harvey's show in 2015 to give her some advice about dating. Here's what she told her. No athletes, no rappers. We're going to go down the list. Don't ever try to fit in when God clearly created you to stand out. Always be a lady and understand you are the prize. Don't give yourself to anybody that is not going to be your husband. If they love you, if they really care about you, they'll wait on you. Marjorie added that she and Steve drilled this message of carrying themselves like a lady into all of their daughters. Now, fast forward to 2019, and the 22-year-old Lori appears to have done everything except what she was directed to do by her parents. Now, here's what people are tripping out on. They're tripping out on the frequency in which she's being cited with all of these different dudes. She was engaged to a guy who was a soccer player back in 2017. After exiting her relationship with Trey Songz, she was spotted making out with British Formula One race car driver Lewis Hamilton at the club. But then came the Atlanta Super Bowl party hosted by Diddy, Future, and Jeezy, where Laura attended, and she was seen with these different guys. And so people went in on her. A number of people went in on her, saying that the apple don't fall far from the tree. Look at her mother. You know what kind of background she has. How is she going to give advice to her daughter and think that her daughter is going to respect that advice when she dated all type of cats for various reasons? Now, I want to touch on that. See, I could easily go in on her because you know I don't like her daddy. But I don't think that the child should have to suffer for the father's sins. You know, they say the sins of the father. The child shouldn't have to suffer for the sins of the father. What are Steve Harvey's sins? His ass should be in jail for giving bad advice to millions of women around the world. I told women over and over again, stop listening to that dude. He don't give good advice because look at his relationships that he have. Obviously, he's doing something wrong, but you're listening to a guy give advice who has a horrible track record with women. Don't make any sense. Even his own daughter wouldn't read his book. If she did, she didn't respect it because she did something totally different. Children don't learn from words. They learn from example. You can't go out there and aspire to be the big-time drug dealer, tell your son don't sell drugs, and be surprised when he sells drugs and get his head knocked off. Likewise, excuse my French and pardon my vernacular, you can't be a hoe, tell your daughter not to be a hoe, and be surprised when she turns out to be a hoe. Not saying that Lori is that. We don't know what her situation is. We don't know if she letting dudes smash or not. By the way, smashing and dating is two different things. But image is everything. And men and women are different. We live in a double standard society. That's one of those things that's going to always be a negative for women. Men can do it as a negative, but it's a double negative when women carry themselves like that. So there are women out there that want to do everything that men do until it comes time to kill the spider, take out the trash, or fix the brakes on the car. Men and women are different. And a woman is going to get a bad rep if she's out hugged up with dudes, kissing on dudes in public, different dudes and stuff, she's gonna get a bad rep. Now, if she's cool with what come after that, fine. Because I hear women say, I don't care, I do what I want to do, and I hear that. But then when it comes down, when the backlash comes, they're always very, very offended about it, which they should be, because at the end of the day, their business is their business. But again, you can't be surprised when you get attacked for exhibiting certain type of behavior, especially behavior of a woman that's perceived to be loose. That's just the way it is, y'all. A man wants to be with the woman. So any woman that's trying to act like a man, it ain't gonna work. Trying to carry man traits, behave like man, it don't work. No real man wants to be with a woman who acts like a man. He wants a woman. So I say ease up on Lori a little bit. I say pump the brakes and let her live her life. She's a young woman, 22 years old. Let her live. But I do advise her and any other woman out there, date as many people as you want, date as often as you want, but be very selective about who you give your cookies to. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?